Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Erica Shifflet-Chila. You can call me Erica or Dr. Chilla. And I'm the instructor for your course, Social Work 491, Section 737, Technology, Social Media, and Social Work. I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to the course and say hello, and also make sure that you have my contact information if you want to get a hold of me for any reason. So first, let's take a look at our syllabus. Let me share screen with you so that you can see what I see. Here we go. All right, so here's the syllabus, and you can access this on the D2L course in the folder, the first folder marked Welcome. You'll notice that my email and phone number are listed at the top of the syllabus. That is my cell phone number. Feel free to use it. You can call, you can text, you can email. The email will come to my phone as well. If it's something quick, I can usually answer text messages faster than anything else, so that's a good way to try. But any way you're comfortable is fine. Please also note that anytime you try and contact me, either by phone or text or email, please include that you're in Social Work 491, Section 737. I have 5 different courses this summer, and I don't want to give you information that doesn't really relate to your course. Okay. You can read the course description and all this other stuff on the syllabus that you can find online. If there's any reason that you want to contact me, you want to set up a Skype or Zoom meeting, or you want to meet on campus or anything, just contact me, text me, call me, email me. We'll set something up. If you haven't heard back from me within 48 hours, try and contact me again, maybe using a different method. Maybe if you texted me and then you didn't get a response, then try an email or vice versa. Sometimes there's some kind of communication lags between different platforms. So just keep trying. It's very unusual for me to not respond within 1 day, let alone 2. If you have a disability, you need to contact the Resource Center for Persons with Disabilities to access help and resources there. But if there's anything else that I can do to help you with the course, even if it just relates to your personal learning style, please feel free to ask and we'll see what we can do. You can read the policies about misconduct and plagiarism and that stuff in the syllabus. If you have a religious observance that conflicts with anything in the course, an assignment due date or something, for example, please let me know ahead of time so we can work out a different schedule for you. The last day to drop this course with 100% refund and no grade report is May 25th. The last day to drop this course with no refund and no grade reported is 6/7. So please make sure to note those dates. If you do make a change to your class schedule and drop a course, make sure you verify your schedule and save a copy of it for your records. Our grading scale is the standard scale used at the School of Social Work, and 94 is a 4-point. That's usually what people are interested in. 80% is a 3-point, and that's what's considered passing in the master's program. So the assignments for the course, this is a 7-week course. It goes really quickly. You have stuff to do every week. So it's really important that you try and keep up on stuff. There's a discussion forum every week. So there's 7 of those, and there were 3 points apiece. So that's 21 points. I'll make a note now to let you know that you, in the discussion forum, you can either post an original thread, you can reply to someone else. Doesn't matter to me which one you do, as long as it's, I think it works best sometimes if we're all kind of on the same thread and just sharing conversation. And you can also feel free to either type your discussion forums out or to record a video like this one and post that in place of the discussion forum. That's completely fine. You can use your cell phone or whatever you're comfortable using to record. On May 21st, you have a reflection paper due. I'll go through each of the assignments in a little bit more detail after this. Just a general overview. On the 11th of June, you'll have your social media profile due. You'll choose a popular platform of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and create a professional social media profile. The instructions are included in the course. So it's due on June 11th. On the 25th, you'll create a social media policy. So you're going to pretend that you're an administrator at a human service agency and write a social media policy for your employees. And then each of those items, you will provide a critique for at least one of your classmates. So you'll critique one social media profile and one social media policy. So your social media profiles and policies will be posted in discussion forums in D2L so that your classmates can access them. So, and each of you will need to critique one of those. And that's all the assignments for the course. It's kind of a lot for 7 weeks, so stay on top of it. Okay, so we talked about the discussion forums. They're in the D2L folders for each module. The reflection paper, what you'll do is Google your name, and then also Google a famous person of your choice. So I might Google Erica Shifflet-Chila, and I might Google Samuel L. Jackson, because I think he's a good actor. What I'm going to do is reflect on the differences that I see in the search under my name and the search under a celebrity or famous person's name. And in my 2 to 3 page reflection paper, I'm going to talk about what did I find for me, what did I find for the famous person, what were the differences, what was surprising, what kind of websites appeared, etc. It's a 2 to 3 page paper again, APA format, using a cover page, double space, 10-point font, etc. Okay, and that's due on the 21st of May. The social media profile I just talked about a second ago, you're going to create a professional social media profile using the social media site of your choice. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, etc. You can use a false name or an alias for the profile. You don't have to share any actual personal or identifiable information. You can if you want, but you don't have to. You should really be thinking about the theme and tone and legal and ethical standards of your profession when you create your social media profile. Are there professional boundaries, and what is the purpose? Are you using this as a platform for advocacy or educating the public or a way to connect with clients or potential clients? So thinking about those things will help you to create an appropriate profile for yourself. The social media technology in the workplace policy, you're going to create a 2 to 3 page policy. So it's not going to be written like a research paper, but as an actual policy that outlines the responsible use of technology in the workplace, including cell phones, texting, safety measures, etc. Professional social media participation, and it should include definitions, regulations, and disciplinary actions. So if someone at your agency didn't follow the policy, what would happen with them? Okay, this you can be kind of creative with. I provide some resources and some examples for different ones that are used out in the real world. So you can kind of model what you're doing after that. But you can either use an agency that you're currently working with or you're familiar with, or one that you make up or you're not familiar with. But be thoughtful about what type of agency it is and what kind of interaction they might have with potential clients and what kind of uses they might have for technology. Think about all that stuff when you create the policy. And then again, you'll critique one of each of those first assignments. There's a form provided for you on D2L, and you just review someone's profile or their policy and then fill out the critique form and submit it to the Dropbox. Okay, so our course schedule. Week 1, you have a discussion forum due and your reflection papers due. You'll note that the week will start with, it'll have the dates from the start of the week, which is a Monday, and the last day of the week, which is a Sunday. All assignments are due Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Okay, so you have the whole week. Late assignments are not accepted, so no exceptions. It's a 7-week course. There's no room to allow for late assignments, so make sure everything gets in on time. You have a discussion forum on week 2 and week 3. Week 4, you'll have a discussion forum, and that's when your media profile is due. Week 5, your critique of your peer profile or media profile is due. Week 6, your media policy is due, and week 7, your critique of the media policy. Note that week 7 is a short week. It ends on a Thursday instead of Sunday, so you'll have a few days to get that policy critique done. So make sure you plan accordingly for that. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is our D2L site. You will have access to it by the time, when you see this video, you'll have access to it for sure. But start with the welcome, and that will include the video that you're viewing right now and the syllabus. And then each week we'll have a discussion forum, a Dropbox, and explanation for any assignments that are due, and some electronic resources for you to review too. There's not a textbook for this course. Social media and technology seems to be outpacing publications right now. So it seems like when the textbooks are printed, they're kind of already out of date. So what I've done is provide you some online resources. Week 2 talks about the history of social media and kind of where we are right now. And then the discussion forum is there as well. So you'll see every week some links, discussion, and then assignments that are due. So this is week 5. Here's the social media profile peer critique form, and then the Dropbox to submit that into once it's complete. All right. Again, if you have any questions, please contact me immediately. Make sure you tell me what course and section number you're in, 491, 737. If you haven't heard back from me in a day or two, try again, because I've been pretty responsive, so there might be some kind of error. And I look forward to spending the next 7 weeks with you. Thanks. Take care.